class, and welcome to lesson 4.3 on multiplying fractions. So this is almost the same as the last lesson, except that was with whole numbers. This one we now have fractions and fractions, which actually might make it easier. So let's look at this. A chameleon's body is about half the length of its tongue. So I want you to figure out how big Pascal is. If the tongue right there is 2/3 of a foot and Pascal is half the size, I want to know the key word. Mind you, we already know what we're doing this lesson is. We know what we're doing, but what's the key word in the sentence that tells us what operation? Lennox?
I believe it's half.
So the word that tells us what we're doing is of. Of means multiply. When you see the word of means multiply. So that's something that you should write down. Whenever you see a problem that has the word of, it's typically telling you to multiply. So what I want you to do then is we're going to multiply these two numbers together. We're going to multiply 2/3, which is the length of the tongue, by half. And that's how we're going to find out how big Pascal is. Now, I want to know, how do I multiply fractions? What do I do, Lennox? How do I multiply fractions?
You cross multiply.
Yeah, we cross multiply. That means he watched the video. But before I multiply, I can do something. It doesn't always, there's not something I can always do. But what can I possibly do before we even start the multiplication process? Clara. David, what can we do, David? What can we do?
Cross cancel.
Cross cancel. Cross cancel means I'm going to look at this and I'm going to look at this. And I'm going to see if they're both divisible by the same thing. Let's first look. 1 and 3. Are those divisible by the same thing? Can I make them any smaller? No. One of them's already a 1. We can't get smaller than 1. 2 and 2. Can I cross cancel anything there? Can I simplify them? Damar, what can I divide them by?
2.
Yeah, I can divide them both by 2. So if I divide them both by 2, the first one, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then I multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And let's think about that. Doesn't it make sense that half of 2/3 is 1/3, right? Half of 2/3 is 1/3? Exactly. As we said, of means multiply. But you always need to cross cancel. So let's look at these. And I want you to see if we can cross cancel for each one of these problems, okay? So we're going to hit the yes or no button in the participant section if we can cross cancel for these problems. So for the first one, 2/5 times 1/2. Hitting the yes or no button. Is there anything we can cross cancel there? Yes, we can cross cancel. Let's see. Nicholas, what can I cross cancel? What numbers? Yeah, the 2 and the 2 we can cross cancel. So we'll come back to that one later. What about the next one? 1/2 and 3/5. Can I cross cancel anything there? Can I cross cancel? Yeah, we cannot cross cancel. None of these share a common factor that we can cross cancel. What about this next one? 1/3 and 1/4. Can I cross cancel those? No, we cannot cross cancel. If we know, you cannot get rid of a 1. The 1 is the smallest thing that we have. We can't get rid of it. What about this last one? 1/3 and 3/4. Can I cross cancel 1/3 and 3/4? Yes, I can. And Anna Jolene, what can I cross cancel in this one?
The 3 and 3.
The 3 and the 3. Can I only cross cancel if they're the same number? Like the 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Can I only do it if they're the same number, Lior?
I think so, yeah.
Anna Jolene, what do we think?
You can cross cancel if they equal with the number above 2.
Yeah, so you can cross cancel if they share a greatest common factor. Any numbers that you can divide them by. So for example, 16 and 2, I can cross cancel. They're both divisible by 2. 16 and 4, I can cross cancel. They're both divisible by 4. Even, let's see, 27 and 18, I can cross cancel. They're both divisible by 9. So we can cross cancel even if they're not the same numbers. So for the ones we can't cross cancel, we know that, and then we just cross multiply. We'll start there. As we see, I want you to answer this one. Antonio, what is 3 times 1?
3.
3. What is 2 times 5?
10.
And right there, that's our answer. This is a proper fraction, so we're done. We don't need to make it into a mixed number. Let's do our other one that we don't have to cross cancel. I want to see this one, Elias. Elias, what is 1 times 1? What's 1 times 1, Elias?
1.
What's 3 times 4?
12.
And that's a proper fraction, so we're done. So for the other ones, we have to cross cancel. Jalen, in this first one, we cross cancel out the 2's, right? They're divisible by 2, so what do they become? So they're both divisible by 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now I've simplified as much as I can. And all we're going to do now is cross multiply, Jalen. So, what is 1 times 1?
1.
What is 5 times 1?
5.
And that's our answer. If we didn't cross cancel, we would have gotten 2/10. That's still the same thing, but we would need to simplify. Before we would do anything else, we would need to simplify. Lennox, what about this last one? I can cross cancel stuff. What can I cross cancel?
Which one? Cancel 3.
So we can cross cancel the 3's. What do you get when we cancel them out?
You get 1.
So they both are divisible by 3. We get 1. We're going to cross multiply. So Lennox, what is 1 times 1?
I think it might be 1.
He thinks it might be 1. I think he might be correct. And then what is 1 times 4?
It's hard.
I know, it's really hard. It's really hard, but he got it. It's 4. Yes, Lennox, my class clown. So we get 1/4. And none of them we have to make any smaller because they're all proper fractions. So I want you to look at these. I want you to determine if you can cross cancel each one of these first. And then we'll go over it together. Harut, for this first one, can I cross cancel anything? Yeah. What can I cross cancel?
2 and 6.
Perfect. They're both divisible by 2. What does the 2 become?
1.
What does the 6 become?
3.
And then once we're done cross canceling, all we do is cross multiply. What do you get as the answer then, Harut?
5 over 9.
Excellent. And we don't need to make it into a mixed number because it's a proper fraction. Great job, Harut. David, what about the second one here? 3/4 and 4/9. Can I cross cancel anything?
Wait, I wasn't doing that one.
Yeah, we can cross cancel the 4 and the 4. They're the same number, so they both become 1. Is there anything else I can cross cancel?
Yeah, and the 9.
Yeah, we can. What are they both divisible by?
Wasn't ready for this.
Yes, we can divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. What is 9 divided by 3 then?
9 divided by 3 is 27, I think.
Yes, we get 3. And then, David, we're going to cross multiply. Are you ready? What is 1 times 1?
1.
What is 1 times 3?
3.
And that's our answer. Had we not cross-canceled, we would have gotten 12/36. which then we would have to simplify at the end, and it's much harder than if we cross cancel in the beginning. So yes, we can cross cancel that one as well. Jaden, what about this next one? Can I cross cancel anything? Can I cross cancel anything in this problem?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's look. Can I cross cancel the 5 and the 10?
Yeah.
What are they both divisible by?
10 is divisible by 5 and 2.
Yeah, they're both divisible by 5. Exactly. So 5 divided by 5 gets me 1. And what did you say? What does 10 divided by 5 get us? 2. Exactly. What about 6 and 9? Are they divisible by the same thing?
Yeah, 3.
3. What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
What's 6 divided by 3?
2.
Perfect. So now I've done all of my cross cancels and we're ready to solve. Now what we do is cross multiply. So Jaden, what is 1 times 3?
3.
What is 2 times 2?
4.
And that's our answer. Marquis, if you watched the last video, you remember that we can't just multiply with a whole number. I have to turn that into a fraction. What is 10 as a fraction, Marquis? Damar, what is 10 as a fraction to help out Marquis? 10 over 1. Anything is a fraction, putting it over 1. Now, Marquis, can I cross cancel anything here?
No.
So, let's see. Clara, can I cross cancel anything here?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. What can I cross cancel?
You can cross cancel 10 and 5.
10 and 5. They're both divisible by 5. What does the 5 become? What does the 5 become?
The 5 which is a 1.
It becomes a 1. And then what does the 10 become?
A 2.
Perfect. And then, Clara, we're gonna across multiply. What is 3 times 2?
6.
What is 1 times 1?
1.
So 6 over 1, or how else could we write that?
You could also just write it as 6.
Yeah, I can also just write it as 6, because anything over 1 is just it. Perfect! Great job, you guys. So let's look at this one. Juniper had half of the lawn left to mow. On Saturday, she mowed 2/3 of what was left. What fraction did she mow on Saturday? So to put this into perspective, here is the lawn. She already mowed half of it, so then she only has half left to mow. Then she ended up mowing 2/3 of that lawn. So I want to find out what percent of what was left she mowed. What percent of what was left that she mowed? We already know what we're doing in this chapter. We know it's multiplication. So we're doing 1/2 times 2/3. Excellent. 1/2 times 2/3. Let me see. Emil. So Emil says we see matching numbers. What matching numbers do you see? So we see 2 and 2. That means I can simplify the 2 and the 2. So I can simplify the 2 and the 2. Based on that, Jack, what can I do?
Well, you can cross cancel those.
So what are they going to become?
1 and 1.
Perfect. They're both divisible by 2. We divide them by 2. Now we across multiply. Jack, what is 1 times 1?
It's 1, and then 1 times 3 is 3, so you get 1/3. Also, there's another really easy way to do it.
I want you guys to go to guided practice on page 279. Apparently I am wrong and it is page 276. Excellent. Go to page 276, you guys. 276. So here are the problems. I want you to do these, but we're going to look at these together. We're going to hit the yes or no button, and you're going to tell me. Number 1, can I cross cancel anything? On number 1, can I cross cancel anything? Hitting our yes or no button. No, we cannot cross cancel. If they have a 1 on the top, there's nothing I can do about it. What about the second one? Can I cross cancel anything in the second one? Does the second one work with cross canceling? Number 2? Yeah, it also doesn't work because 3 and 4 can't be canceled and 2 and 5 can't be canceled. Uh-oh, number 3 has a whole number. I need to make it into a fraction. Jaden, what is 10 as a fraction?
10 over 1.
10 over 1. On the next one, too, I want to look at it. Alina, what is 12 as a fraction?
12 over 1.
Perfect, 12 over 1. So number 3, can I cross-cancel anything here using our yes and no buttons? Can I cross-cancel anything? Yeah, we can. So take that into consideration. What about number 4? Can I cross-cancel anything for number 4? What do we think? Yes, we can. What about number 5? Can I cross-cancel anything for number 5? Yes, we can. What about number 6? Can I cross-cancel anything for number 6? Yes, we can. And lastly, what about number 7? Can I cross-cancel anything for number 7? Yeah, no, we can't. So make sure that in all the ones you have check marks that you first do cross-cancel. Excellent. Lennox, we know we can't cross-cancel, so what do we get as our answer?
Okay, so at the top you get 1.
At the top we get 1, and at the bottom we get?
And at the bottom,
Continue.
okay, so at the bottom, you know that 4 times 4 equals 16. So if you divide that by 2, you
He's making this way more complicated than it needs to be, but yes.
get
8 times 2 is 16. Excellent work making it complicated. Anna Jolene, what did you get as your answer, Anna Jolene?
I got 8 over 15.
Perfect. And notice that we can't simplify them because we knew we couldn't cross-cancel. Samantha, what can we cross-cancel because we said we could?
5 and 10.
5 and 10. What does the 10 become?
5. Wait,
Yes, it becomes a 2. What does the 5 become?
the 5 becomes 1.
Excellent. And then we're going to across multiply. And what do you get as the top and bottom? What do you get?
8 on top, 1 on bottom.
How else could we write that?
8.
Just 8. Yes! Excellent. Leor,
On that one, I did 5.
Leor, what can I cross-cancel here?
You can cross cancel the 12 and the 4.
12 and the 4. What are they both divisible by?
4.
So what does the 12 become?
The 12 becomes 3.
What does the 4 become?
1.
Perfect. We across multiply. And what do we get?
3 times 3 is 9. Over 1 is just 9.
Perfect. 9 over 1 or just 9. Excellent. Clara, what can I cross cancel for this one?
You can cross cancel 3 and 6 and 5 and 10.
Oh, we can cross cancel them all. What do the 3 and 6 become?
3 becomes 1 and the 6 becomes 2.
Perfect. They're both divisible by 3. What about the 5 and the 10?
The 10 becomes 2 and the 5 becomes 1.
Excellent. Because we both divide by 5. We across multiply. And what do we get?
1/4.
1/4. Excellent. Harut, what can I cross cancel for this one? All of them. So, what are the 3 and 6 divisible by?
The 3 is 1, the 6 is 2.
Perfect. And what about the 5 and the 5? They become?
1.
So we across multiply. And what do I get as my answer, Harut?
1 over 2.
Perfect. And lastly, Nathan. Rick has half of a foot-long sub left from yesterday. He ate 1/3 of the leftover sandwich as a snack. What fraction of the entire sandwich did he eat as a snack? So what are we doing? What are we multiplying?
So you can't cross cancel, so it's 1 times 1 and 3 times 2.
Perfect. So 1/2 times 1/3. And what do you get as your answer?
1/6.
1/6, because we know we can't cross cancel. Great job. Excellent work, everybody. Your homework is page 277 numbers 1 through 7.